We will now recognize our AmeriCorps Seniors Program of the Year honoree, which is Copper Lake Lincoln Hills Foster Grandparent Program. The Copper Lake Lincoln Hills Foster Grandparent Program is one of the longest operating AmeriCorps Seniors programs in the state. They first started serving youth at the Copper Lake School in 1973. Unlike other foster grandparent programs in the state that operate at typical K through 12 schools, their volunteers serve in the only Type 1 correctional facility for youth in the state of Wisconsin. Their foster grandparents volunteer in the living units, school classrooms, and/or with their reading buddy program, striving to bring a spirit of love and care to the young people in these facilities. The volunteers take on numerous roles as part of their service, tutoring the youth in multiple subjects and acting as a mentor that can provide them with needed attention. They engage the youth in activities ranging from playing cards or games, baking treats together to share, doing crafts, to simply talking and serving as a willing ear that will not judge or give up on them. The foster grandparents have an amazing ability to communicate with the youth and form connections in ways that facility staff sometimes cannot. The youth know these volunteers do not have to be there and yet commit to coming there because of their caring spirit. They also provide an additional sense of consistency for youth through their long-term commitment to serve as volunteers. To continue providing this care presence for the youth during the pandemic, the program worked with the Department of Corrections to have the foster grandparents return to serving in person following the availability of the COVID-19 vaccines. It took time for the volunteers to build up a rapport for the youth after returning, as roughly 95% of the youth had not been at the facility prior to the pandemic and did not know what to think of these incoming foster grandparents. By the end of the second week, the youth began to open up to the volunteers, and the environment began shifting around them. When the foster grandparents held a day in the gym with the youth, faculty staff reported it being a whole new world. While engaging with the volunteers in games and craft activities, the day showcased an overall atmosphere of respect without argument. The youth took the initiative to pick up the bean bags for the grandmas they were playing cornhole with, so they wouldn't have to bend over so far. With the growing impact of their service becoming apparent following their return, the superintendent and the educational director for the schools have even reached out to see if the foster grandparents can be there for more days and later hours to expand the difference that they are making. Across the 48 years that the Copper Lake Lincoln Hills Foster Grandparents Program has been in operation, they have continued to show up and make a difference in the lives of youth within a very challenging environment. They have had an invaluable impact for the young people within these facilities, offering them far more than just an educational assistance, but serving as caring mentors that demonstrate a willingness to invest their time and heartfelt attention to provide connections for these youth. Thank you for your service.